Good evening, everyone. It's Sparks here, back for more, well, fun. Oh, today we'll actually be starting up a new game that I've never finished. I can't say I've never played it before, because I did at one point start it and got to like the end of the tutorial, but I've never actually finished the game, so this will be interesting. So without further ado, let's get into Dragon Age Origins. Okay, I don't know what Awakening is, but we're playing Origins. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel of perfection, for his fleeting you have brought sin to heaven and dew upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodius 8:13. Okay.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world.
Tracks.
The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
Why am I not surprised?
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn.
Great, so we're fighting demons is the
They became
main
a blight
thing
upon
here.
lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Oof. Dwarves apparently have mechs. Huh.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and
Which we're gonna
women
get to
from
play
every
as.
race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
Okay. It's a good intro to the plot and lore. The important stuff that I
It
need
has
to
been
know.
4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten.
Huh.
We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long.
Kick him off a cliff.
Late, for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Well then. Great way to start. The background you select will determine which of the distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. Okay, so first, gender. Male or female. We're going to play as male. We can be a human, an elf, or a dwarf. If we're a human, it could be a noble, a magi, magi. Oh, hold on. So, if we're a human noble, you could be a warrior, mage, or rogue. But if we're a warrior or a rogue, the only option is to be a human noble. Born to wealth and power, second only to royalty, you find your training in both diplomacy and battle. Put to the test if your brother leads the bulk of your family forces to war in the south. But if you play as a magi, wielding a power as dangerous as it is potent, you know that magic is a curse for those lacking the will to control it. You anxiously await your harrowing, one chance to prove yourself against the demons lurking without and within. Succeed or be slaughtered by the knights who ward against your kind. Okay. If I'm an elf and play as a warrior, I could be a Dalish elf. Proud of your role as one of the few true elves, you have always assumed you would spend your life with your tribe, till a chance encounter with a relic of your people's past threatens to tear you away from everything you have ever known. Or a city elf. You have always lived under the heavy thumb of your human overlords, one local lord claiming his privilege with the bride shares your wedding day, the simmering racial tensions explode in a reign of vengeance. Play as a magi, again, same backstory. Rogue, city elf, or Dalish elf. And whereas if you're a dwarf, you can either play as a dwarf commoner, born castless in a land where rank is everything, bound as the lackey and thug of a local crime lord. You have spent your life invisible until chance thrusts you into the spotlight. You can finally prove whether you will be defined by your actions or your birth. Or a dwarf noble, as the favorite child of dwarven king, proudly take up your first military command, only to learn that the deadly intrigues of the family and sycophants may pose a greater danger than even the battlefield. If you're playing as a rogue, same backstories. So this is the thing. I am intrigued by all of these backstories and would like to play them all at some point. This is going to be one of those games that, while I'll play it once through and then may come back to later, I am going to find myself playing multiple times. Probably with the dwarf, if I was to play it, I'd go for warrior, I'd go for a dwarf noble, and then for rogue, I'd go dwarf commoner, because that feels like the two most appropriate matchups. If I was going elf, probably I'd go Dalish elf with a warrior and city elf for a rogue. Then magi is the same regardless. Human, honestly, I'd probably use human to play magi because both the rogue and warrior lead to the human noble class. So, yeah. All of these seem interesting to me, but in terms of the one I want to play as first, this is the tough one. Okay, I have some dice in front of me. I'm going to use them. Let's see, I have a D4. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3 will represent the various different races, while 4 we'll say 4 will represent a reroll. So that is, how do the oh right, it's whatever's on the base. So 4 reroll. 1, so human. And then class again. 3, rogue. Do I actually want to? Well, I rolled the dice. This is what is determined. So we're playing as a human, as a rogue. Rogue doesn't work for the noble class, though. That's the part that makes no sense to me. Like, I'm gonna be because I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna stick to what the dice rolled because that's what we've done. So, yep, there's our choices. So we're male, human.
Greetings.
Oh, goody, we can set up our appearance now for the part that's gonna take me fucking ages. Although I may just stick with that. We'll come back to you. God, that last one's ugly. Alright. Ew. I like that one. Skin tone. Can we go paler? Yes. Tattoo. I'll take a look at all the tattoos, but I'm probably not going to go with one because I hate face tattoos on my characters. So, hair. Let's just take a look at the hair. Ooh. Too much forehead on that one. They all kind of have that problem of too much forehead. But if I'm going to pick one in terms of... Ooh, wait, hold on. This is close to my own natural hairstyle. I'm sticking with ginger. I like that. Ew, why? Nah. Should have stubble under the beard. It makes the beard look more full, but at the same time it also looks weird in this one. Okay, eyes. Yeah, going with that. Just keep the size and the spacing. Height the same. Change the color to... I think it doesn't really have a bright blue. That looks sort of blue. Nose is fine. I'm gonna leave that. Mouth, jaw, fine. That's fine. Oh my goodness, these expressions. Yep, that works. Alright, name. Well, as if we're not going to use our own name. Can we not change our surname? Is that locked in place? Apparently it is. Voice.
No, it is gone.
How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure.
Greetings. Greetings.
How do you do?
Greetings.
I like that one. Points to spend. Oh, this is going to be tough. I know I shouldn't go straight balance because that's how you screw yourself over. But I should definitely up Constitution. And Strength. I'll balance things out a bit. And then focus on Constitution. I think that'll work in our... No. That's not going to work in our favor, is it? We level up, so we should get points to spend as we level. I imagine, because this is not a D&D inspired game, I don't think so. Okay. Coercion. Usual enough to convince others to change their views. Strength contributes to a more intimidating character, whereas cunning contributes to a more persuasive. Stealing, trap making, survival, herbalism, poison making, combat training, combat tactics. Okay, I think I'd like to have coercion. Being able to talk my way out of a fight will be useful. Okay, below the belt. Dealing normal combat damage as well as imposing penalties to defense and movement speed. Okay, deft hands. Okay, I like that. Okay. I feel like dual weapon training will be our beneficial thing. Oh yeah, we are definitely going easy on our first playthrough. Okay. All useful information.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance.
That's why you can't
When
pick
your
your
country was
surname.
occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it?
I wonder if his appearance
I only
changes
received the
based
call
on
from the king a
yours.
few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Let's see.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
See what I contend with, Hal? You can't tell my fierce boy anything these days, Maker, unless it's out.
Yeah, no interest
As
arranged match.
uniquely talented as his father, I'm sure.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
My brother's called Fergus. I'll do my best,
That's what I'd
father.
like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away.
True.
There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an
Ah,
honor
the
to be
Grey
a guest
Warden.
within your hall, Tyrn Coastland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. But Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They fear the Darkspawn longer.
Permanently, I fear.
Without their warning
Yep,
of the Darkspawn
that's
rising
obvious.
now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Let's see. I think I rather like
Not
that
so
idea,
many
Father.
children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Sure.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is
Upstairs
Fergus?
in his chambers, no doubt, spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good
Oh, I
lad
have a
and do
nephew.
as I've
How
asked.
nice.
We'll talk soon.
Very well.
Okay.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Hello to you too, Sir
Pardon
Gilmore.
my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again. Harry's threatening to leave.
Get the dog into the
No
larder
matter how
again.
the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an
God
arm bitten
damn
off.
it. He knows
I'm
better
not
than to
willing
hurt
test
anyone.
that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we? Your mother was quite specific. Unless the castle is under attack, you get that dog before doing anything else. Her words, not mine. Before we go, my lord, might I beg a question? I've heard
Very
from
well.
several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true? Then,
His name is Duncan, I
is it
met
also
him.
true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
He wants to
Maker's
test you for
breath.
recruitment.
Are you certain? Can you imagine me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst.
All right.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Hey!
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
It's not Monger,
A
built
blight wolf
Bamari.
is what he is. How am I supposed to work like this?
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the Turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Nan, please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Oh, I do not like her. is adorable. I want one. Come here, puppy.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Try and tell me something, boy.
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
A name for my dog? Your name is Shade. Okay, and go. How do I zoom out? Space.
What should I do? Stay away! That one almost made it into my boot. Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Of course not. Certainly looks
Those
that
were
way.
rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Okay. I better get to keep him. Oh wait, yeah.
It has begun.
Anything else?
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
I actually would rather tell her the truth.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead. Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms.
Wow, I hate you so much.
Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Yeah, it would have been no good to not tell her. Ooh. Hello. Locked items. Yeah, I think I've got the basics of this down. Anything I'm missing I can figure out later. Okay.
Shall be done.
I want to explore as thoroughly as possible. before continuing with the story.
I shall do it.
We're down in the servants' quarters, and I don't like them. I hope we keep this dog. I like him. He's cute.
Good evening, my lord.
Wow. I mean, this is my castle, or my family's castle, rather. I should be able to go wherever I want and take whatever I want. After all, what's the point of being nobility if you can't just fuck around a bit?
It shall be done.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Hello.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
I'd appreciate
Please,
that,
child,
Mother.
call me Malol. I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of
Okay.
need. Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon
Maker,
your
watch over
return.
us.
So let it be.
Maker, forgive us all.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Could you answer a few questions?
Many await my attendance before they march into the unknown. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Okay, that's fair.
Evening, my lord.
Okay. Now let's keep going around and exploring.
Good evening, my lord.
Hey, they're the ones who are leaving their shit lying around in very poorly protected chests. That's the kitchen, the pantry, the atrium, guard post, study, library. We're meant to be going over to Fergus's room. But of course it's me. Standard rule of this of any game I play.
Oh, my lord.
Explore the hell out of it. Taking a break?
Well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here. We appreciate that, my lord. Thank you.
Key required, of course. It's our treasury.
Thank you for your lenience, my lord.
It's fine. After all, it's not like anything bad's gonna happen from you guys
Good
just
evening, my lord.
taking a short break. Oh, this is nice. A little study. Hello.
By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Still the same
The mind
taskmaster.
is
I
not
see.
exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Certainly, I'd be happy to.
The Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
We predate the founding of the kingdom,
I'm
yes.
glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
It's your skill
If
as
I
a
were
tutor, of
truly a
course.
skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the Tourneur of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
Hey Google, define insouciance.
This is the definition of insouciance. Casual lack of concern, indifference.
Wow.
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
Okay.
The Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached High Ever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won.
Okay.
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Cunning during the lycanthropy plagues.
Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern. The history between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the...
This is all very interesting. I like learning the lore.
During your grandfather's rule, of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The village of Harper's Ford was the Tourneur's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion. Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over. The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Logain.
Yay.
Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn. Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself.
I love him.
Mother says the Darkspawn will all be killed and I won't see one. Is that true?
I hope so. You're a child.
Mother says the Darkspawn will all be killed and I won't see one. Is that true?
I really do hope so, child. You are children. You shouldn't be fighting.
I shall do it.
Huh. Are there more books? There are more books like that we can interact with.
Good evening, my lord.
Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Onwards. Wait, there's one more room that we haven't checked yet. Ah, the banquet hall. Which has nothing of interest in it.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son.
Our mother.
The presence of that troublesome hound of yours, that the situation in the kitchen is handled. Ah, marvellous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
I'm so proud of my pup's mastery of tact and diplomacy.
Well, it was a lovely salon, from what little I remember.
Which wouldn't be much, considering we had to pour you into the carriage afterwards.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's riding with your father tomorrow.
It's good to see you again, my lord.
And you,
And
Derek.
this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Landra!
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet. Of course, darling. You must have many things to do before Fergus and your father leave.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you in Iona.
I am loving this.
Perhaps we'll retire
I should probably
to
read what my character is saying. I don't know why I'm not.
Good evening, your lordship.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance. Yes.
You know there's Grave Warden here?
You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
Father wouldn't allow it.
And I do realize you didn't answer my question. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Do you know where Fergus
He's
might be?
not up with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
Are you staying at the
For
castle?
a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father
Okay.
thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
I don't think you
Don't
should go.
worry, my dear. It won't be long.
Aw. I have a bad feeling
As
about all
do I.
this.
Your father and brother are marching off to fight the Maker knows what.
Hmm.
All the assurances in the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours. I love you, my darling
I should
boy.
go, yeah.
You know that, don't you?
I love you
Go
too.
do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Aw, that was nice. I wonder what this room straight ahead is. It's locked, so we should go into it.
As you say.
Why was this room locked? There doesn't seem to be anything of value in here.
Good evening, my lord.
Weird.
Very well.
Oh, key required. Okay. Straight ahead is father's room. Key required. This side is our room. God damn! Like, compared to all the other beds, ours is freaking massive. Have we got our own bath? Like, this is, for a medieval noble's room, it's pretty goddamn nice. Just checking the things. Let's see. I mean, I might as well wear both rings. How does the mace compare to our current thing? This one requires more stealth and dexterity. The damage is higher, but the critical chance is lower. So I'm going to stick with what we have. Gonna just put the health into our inventory and then over to our brother's room.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
Sword.
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
They hardly look like brothers. I guess they didn't actually have a character syncing thing. Should I wait outside?
I'd like to say farewell.
Really? Was he right?
Did you know there's a Grey Warden in Griff Castle?
Oren, Griffins only exist in stories now.
I've heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He said he's recruiting.
If I were a Grey Warden, little brother, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it.
Thanks for acknowledging that. Do you really think the war will be over quickly?
Battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two. I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
True.
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
You'll be
If
missed,
it's
brother.
Any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
I bring a message. Father wants you to leave
Jarl's men
without
are
him.
delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead, so little time.
Yep.
Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
That shield would be more useful.
Sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands, and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Rice, maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you,
I love these characters already. Something bad is going to happen to all of them. Well, we can have herself. Always
May she
has.
be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Yep. This is true. He does. Okay. Loading. bad feeling. Yep. Oh, goody. Fighting. Oh, he stares at the door and growls. What's wrong, boys? Someone out there? I trust the doggo with my life.
My lord, help me! The castle is under attack!
Oh, delightful. Okay.
I shall do it.
How, soldier? So they betrayed us.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
I was about to ask
They
you
never got
that.
through the door, thanks to you. A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howl's men. Why would they attack us?
He's betrayed, father. Attacks all our troops are away.
On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
No, I haven't. I was in my
We
room.
must find him.
Or yeah, and Orin as well.
Trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs.
As you say.
Oh, no.
No! My little Orin. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Make them
We're not
pay.
even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
It has begun.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here, darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
All right. Let's let Mother be an archer. We need a ranged fighter. Oh, you...
It has begun.
Dear Landra. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
If she hadn't come to me. If she hadn't been here.
Oh, that woman that... These are the guest rooms. Oh no. That means... This is just awful.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
Yep. What should we do?
Front gates. That's where your father must be.
Is there anything else we can
I
do?
have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Kuslan sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Hal's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path.
That's it? Let's go to the treasury, yeah.
Hal's men are inside. They must already control the castle. We must use the servants entering the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Then let us be swift.
Hold on. Let's take a look and see how they compare. They're exactly the same. What about our mother? Is she wearing something similar? She's actually wearing something slightly, well, actually exactly the same. It's just different appearance. The treasury is there. We must also make our way to the main hall.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Yes, my lord! Here they come! More enemies ahead.
I'll take the lead.
Come and face me if you dare.
Quickly, you must fight!
How dare they? We lost one of our allies. Right, so let's keep moving.
You gave me no choice.
Loot all corpses. You never know when something one of these guys carries will come in handy later.
be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
Damn right he'll be avenged. How dare they use dogs against me? We are fighting our way to the treasury.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
Yep, I respect that.
It shall be done. As you say. It is begun. It shall be done.
Okay, I kind of am regretting playing as a rogue now, because it does feel as if this entire run has been, like, with the family sword, it's been set up that you would be a warrior. Like, look, it's even scale armor. Small shield I'm not going to use. However, our mother can wear it, but I'm going to keep her in what she's wearing. Just because that armor might come in handy for somebody else. Alright. Well, what do I think to do now? Okay, we need to take out the mage.
Man the gate! Keep those bastards out as long as you can.
Cool.
Your ladyship, my lord, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through. When I
Treacherous
realized what was
bastard.
happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly. When I last saw the Turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Yep.
Make her watch over us all.
Alright, well, looks like we're heading to the servants' quarters. Save the civilians. Okay. So our next destination is the kitchen. Yeah, I am kind of... The backstory thing really makes me feel I made the wrong decision with regards to my starting class, but can't go back on that now. I mean, we could. We could easily restart at any point. Oh, Father, no!
There, you both are. I was
Bryce.
wondering when you would get here.
Oh no, don't die on us.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Owl's men found me first. Almost did me in right there. You can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I agree.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
It's not true, you'll be fine.
My boy. Only will can make
Hey,
us...
Nano.
Once House men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
Tell me yourself, Father.
Wish I could go.
Even knowing that something
Right,
bad
no.
was gonna happen to
The
him.
servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. House men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
God damn it.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. Maker be praised.
I am not surprised.
Keep saving my
I fear
father.
your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me, but I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
What's Sir Gilmore?
Truthfully, you were always my first choice. I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howl. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
I accept your
must leave
offer.
Quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Howl's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Fuck no!
Hush, Bryce.
Oh God, her name's
I'll shoot
Eleanor.
every bastard that comes to
My
you
grand.
by
That's
the
my
time.
That's my grand's
But I
name.
won't
Jesus.
abandon you. My place
Won't let
is
you
with your
sacrifice
father,
yourself.
at his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. You know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
God damn it. Well, there goes his parents. A happy life ruined by treachery. Which puts Hal at the top of our shit list.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times.
I hate that the subtitles are up at the top of the screen instead of the bottom.
There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must
Oh, good, our dog is with us.
here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, I am.
Is
I
it
bring
about your
important
father?
news.
Your brother has been concerned about him.
He's not coming.
Dead?
He died where a castle was taken.
What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
God damn it.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery?
Good question.
As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you, Your
No doubt
Majesty.
you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
He may be in danger.
We are all in danger, my friend. Nothing can be done until your brother returns, and that will not be until the battle is over. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
Okay. Thank you, Your
I'm
Majesty.
sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
So I'm very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
Of course he is. He wants to kill it himself.
A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
I'm not a Grey Warden yet. Oh, they have a proper salute. That's nice.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
He didn't seem to take Dawson very seriously.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Oh, nice. These regard the
Yet
Grey
not
Warden's
enough to
hiding.
wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you mean? What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge.
Oh, I hope we keep the dog, though. I don't want to lose him. Where? God damn it. Sorry. Just cables are getting tangled a bit while I'm trying to adjust. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we've leveled up, which means... Ooh, we're level 3 actually. We can range a lot of our skills. Okay. Well... Ooh, Ranger. Okay, well, I think the skills I should focus on raising are any skill... I know. I shouldn't balance my skills like this. But... honestly, it's probably best I do. Okay, improved coercion. The character's ability to re-influence others has improved. Honestly, I think I'd like to improve that. Wait. Yeah. Alright, we've got 2 more feats we can unlock. So, let's see. Requires improved combat training. Okay, well, let's see. I'm gonna go with stealth. And below the belt. Oh, we got our mother's gear. If only because of the fact that it looks a bit nicer than our starting gear, I'll switch. We don't have a flask, so we can't use that. We should explore. That's Alistair there. King's Highway. We want to explore the camp and talk to everyone a bit. Happy Park.
The Grey Warden tent is across the bridge. Find me there if you wish.
Oh, I do want to
You must be the
explore.
Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Yep, I sure am. I want to explore a bit before we start the story.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now? I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
We'll see
That's
him
how
come
the
in
Teyrn
battle.
feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish.
Okay.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business. How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Marik's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Marik rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that.
Yeah,
Loghain,
I can believe that.
Bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is it turn inside?
He's
What's he doing?
inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Persuade. I would like an audience with a turn, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on then.
Ooh, we get to meet him.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the order.
You are definitely a villain.
His father brought your order back to
Look at that
Ferelden.
face. There's no way you are heroic.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet? The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sword.
If he doesn't?
Then simply pray.
Well, I'm certainly glad that I have persuasion.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have some questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now. Do not wait too long before seeking out Alistair. As I said earlier, we will need to begin preparations for the joining before nightfall.
Okay.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from Darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
Aww. I hope nothing bad happens to our doggo. Quartermaster.
Should it find?
I should go speak to the quartermaster. They may have gear for sale.
Any last wishes I can help fulfill before you...
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Bastard. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Did you help tracking this girl
I'm sure you have
down?
better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
What kind of supplies do you
Arms and
have?
armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
That's probably alcohol.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, so he's got health potions. Those are incredibly useful, and do we have the money for them? We do certainly have a fair bit of money. Oh wait, that's our inventory. This is what things that we have sell for. Well, let's sell weapons that we're not planning to use. After all, there's no point in holding on to things that we have zero intention of using. That requires more strength. So if we just wait till we level up, we'll be able to use it. I'm gonna hold on to the Shield of High Ever and the Kuslan Guard shields, though. Alright, what does he have then? I mean, he has flasks, which would be useful to us. And he has armor.
Life is fleeting, you know.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let's see your other.
So long as you keep it quiet.
What does he have? Bombs, acid flax, higher level health stuff. Basically, this is stuff that we wouldn't normally be able to get until much later in the game, I imagine. Yeah, most of this stuff is too high.
Shall I take that quiet glare
I'll
as a no?
hold out for now until we have more
too
money.
bad.
Right now, we need to go speak to...
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Wow.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you
It's like
mean.
a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
We
And that
haven't
makes
met.
you
Let's see,
Duncan's new
Alistair.
recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right,
Pleased to meet
that
you.
was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Have you?
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow,
Fair.
whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
I'll argue myself. What was
With
it
the
about?
mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Ah, you were a mage
Not
hunter.
that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that.
Yep.
I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
No, I
Keep
haven't.
an eye out. Maybe we'll see one of them.
Look forward to traveling with you.
Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Ooh, we have a new party member. I should actually see if he can equip anything that I have. Alright. Weapons, no. Armor. His armor is better. Let's see. Defense is the same. The fatigue percentage is greater. Missile deflection is the same. Strength modifier is the same. But this offers +4 attack. So let's take a look at his shield. Let's take a look at this one then. Yeah, this one's better. Hey, if he's gonna be traveling with me, he gets the honor of looking like he works for me. Kind of wish I had actually chosen the class. I do kind of regret my class choice now, because it does feel as if this backstory was designed around being a
You
warrior.
found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing.
Okay.
This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How do you do?
And this here is Davith, a fellow from Denerim.
That's me. I'm a fellow.
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
That's me, the new guy.
Since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Well, we need
For the
darkspawn
joining
before.
itself, I'll explain more once you've returned.
Okay.
You were
Wow, this isn't that
recruited
dangerous.
as a charity. All 3 of you are skilled and resourceful. Alistair is the most junior member of our order and will accompany you as is tradition. Do not worry. I doubt you will need to go far into the wilds to find what you seek.
Okay. And what's the second
There was once
task?
a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts.
Okay.
It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of
Old
scrolls are
treaties,
these?
if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities.
The way the fire is burning,
So
it
many having
bugs me, but I
forgotten their
assume it's just because of
commitments
the game being
I suspect
old.
it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
What if they're no longer
Possible
there?
the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Okay.
No, but the effort
This is part of
must be
joining
made.
too?
I have every confidence you are up to the task.
How will you find
It
this
will be an
archive?
overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Okay.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay. So now we've got a full party. Where to now? All right. That camp marker.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Fair. Basically, my objective for tonight, as far as where I want to get to, is completing the joining. Because I think that was as far as I got the first time I played. But it's been a while, so...
No true reason to fight us.
Dead yet? Quickly, we must fight.
Okay. Is that all the loot? Yep. Oh, goody, as we explore more. Oh, God. Dying soldier.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try bandage him up at least.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Okay. Off he hobbled.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming his dangers is part of our test.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Yeah. Hopefully that soldier we saved made it back to camp okay. I'm definitely going for a mostly, if not completely, Paragon
That
route
flower,
here.
white with a red center. The kennel master at Ostergar was asking about those.
I want
The
them,
kennel
you know.
master said this flower can help dogs that get sick from biting Darkspawn. At any rate, he was offering a reward if someone went into the wilds and brought him one. Might want to think about it is all.
Okay. Okay, so what are these things? They're Darkspawn, I get that, but kind of Darkspawn. Like, what are they inspired by? Alright, we've got 2 of our vials. probably shouldn't deviate from the main path too much. Not yet, anyways. Obviously, I want to explore and see everything the game has to offer, but right now, little bits at a time. Okay. I see dark spawn on that. Right. Okay. The archers are the ones we should deal with. Yep. Well, we've got all the vials of darkspawn blood we needed. So now we just need to figure out where those are ruins we need. There's something ahead of us. Hi there.
I shall do it.
Okay. There are some old ruins here. I think we're on the right track now. Hello, what's this?
Very well.
Did we just make it back? We just made a loop, didn't we? Yep. God damn it. Okay, this is slowing us down.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Which way? Okay. Dude. Oop, saving the game. I think we may have taken a wrong turn. I will explore properly, probably. I just want to... Whoa. Where did that come from? Oh look, they're fighting each other. guy. That brought some of their allies in.
It shall be done. Very well.
Well, that was somebody's last will and testament. We're still not quite out of the woods yet. Let's see. I'm just looking for things we haven't explored yet. Oh, look, chests.
Very well.
Large darkspawn shield. Some leather boots. And elf fruit. Oops. Okay. We'll turn this way now. See what we find this way. Because I want to fully explore the map if I'm gonna... Okay. That didn't help us much. I can see there are wolves over there. I am aware they are there. Don't know what the wolf pelts will be useful for, but I'm sure we'll find out. Probably just money. Oh, here's the alpha wolf. Who's guarding this chest? Okay, let's chase, see what we got. This axe is technically better than what we have equipped, but... Ooh, hello. We have darkspawn blood, we have pretty much everything else. If any of the crew that we have with us dies, I'm sure their equipment will be added to our inventory. Wait, Are we close to leveling up? Did we level up? No, but we are close. The fuck? Started running from this the moment I got near him. I have a bad feeling about this guy.
We must fight. Let us do it quickly. Very well. It shall be done.
Okay. Aha. Their ambush failed. Well, their ambush succeeded, but... we succeed in overpowering them. Okay, that must be some sort of glitch. I'm gonna need to look into that. What causes that? Because I definitely have the
It shall be done.
right specs for this game. Jesus, these. I have no idea what's going on around here. To be honest. But I get the feeling we're going to be attacked again very soon. Yep, there's our target destination. Okay, yeah, I did just notice about the outfit. Alright, let's loot his corpse. That enchanted dagger is almost definitely better than what I have equipped. Nope. I do have a character that's into archery, but he's not part of my main team. I might consider archery later for myself, depending on how my party pans out. I actually don't know what kind of crew we'll be getting.
Very well.
Well, it's definitely been smashed to pieces.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey?
Huh.
What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
Neither the Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
You intrigue me, woman.
She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there,
like her.
handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
I am Sparks.
Now,
Pleasure to
that is
meet
a
you.
proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You they call it in Oregon. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
Alistair,
How very
please.
eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
And who removed
'Twas
them?
my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Okay.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
These characters are all very fun. I'm enjoying this so far.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
No fool, if that's what you're
If
asking.
you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Oh. I mean, the threat is greater than they realize.
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Oh dear. Well then. And there, we're back in the camp. Before we speak to him, I'm gonna check in with another side quest.
Greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds? Did you happen to see any white flowers?
I mentioned you're offering a reward for one.
I'm sure that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have, let's see, 20 silver to offer as a reward for it.
Is that all your hounds are worth?
Here, take 50 silver. That's all the money I have. Perhaps we shall not lose as many hounds as I feared. Thank you for your help.
I know, that was a bit mean of me, but money. I need it. Any other quests? Nah, just a Daba. Just that one to return. But first...
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, let's see what we have and what we can get rid of. Well, our old dagger is definitely up for sale. We'll hold on to that for a little bit. Same with the Darkspawn staff. The axe, on the other hand, I'm gonna sell. These old leather boots. Gonna hold on to all these things, because you never know. Let's see. All these items are probably gonna be useful at some point. I haven't figured out what's useful and what's not. Okay. But I could get myself a helmet at least. Wait, before I go buying it, so let's take a look. Physical resistance. Armor for that is 1. The physical resistance makes me feel like I should buy this one. Okay. Huh. Okay, that'll do. Now we have a helmet. I'll buy gear for the party when I know who gets to stay.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good.
We have.
I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe I should tell you
There
about
was a
Morgan
woman
and her
in the
mother.
tower, and her mother had scrolls. They were both very odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Now he tells us what this ritual is about.
We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now rather than later.
Is that why the joining is so
Only
secret?
such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Whew. Okay.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Just calm down. There's nothing you can do about it now.
My wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
You make a good
You
point.
saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
Apparently.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who
Not all
survive.
who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Yep, let's hear what you have to say, Alistair.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
He's gonna die.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Jesus.
I am sorry.
He would have kept a secret, I'm sure. A wife and child. Jesus. I do not trust
the
him.
joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
Remove our gauntlets. This.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
This can fail, though. This is what results in an alternate timeline where we play as a Darkspawn. It is finished. Welcome. Game. Must be just taking a while. Hopefully it hasn't frozen up on me. That would be unfortunate. I'll give it a minute. If it hasn't loaded into the next scene, I'll assume that the game has crashed and restart it. Autosave should have happened by now. And we'll just continue from the autosave. Yeah, this is definitely crashed. Right, let's try again. Ba, 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 ba. There's a pretty cool intro with the logos. Hopefully clicking resume means we'll be right where we left off. Nope, put us back a bit. I'll say, ooh, hold on. First things first. Level up. Okay. Okay.
As you say.
Just to be safe, we'll skim through. Well, we'll skim through the cutscenes, but
What say you? Scavenger or intruder? You are the intruder here. I believe the first question is rightfully mine. I have watched your and now.
Don't answer her.
Oh,
Yeah.
she. You there, handsome lad.
a pleasure to meet you.
Here's a proper sip.
Here.
How? I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. 'Twas my mother, in fact.
She'll put.
But
Because we've already watched all
And
this,
what
I'm
of
skipping
you?
forward.
Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do? A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies.
So what to believe?
Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is true. And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they... Well,
Sure,
I
they'll
cannot be responsible for their doubts. I would go mad. Oh, do not mind me.
Time.
Do not.
Okay. Let's check about gear. Okay. This causes greater fatigue, but is better than what I have equipped. That's fine. I'll just, first, you.
Greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds? Did you happen to see any white flowers? I don't know for sure that the flower will aid my poor... Here.
Okay, I did say I wanted to buy a helmet, but I think I'll wait now. Yeah, let's create a manual save. We'll call it before the joining.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing.
There was a woman.
Were they... I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry... I will not lie. We grip...
Are you... Why? Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I only know...
I'd sacrifice a lot more.
At last, we come to the joining.
Those who survive?
We speak...
Ah, there we go.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Sir Jory
was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
I'm probably gonna meet Jory's family.
I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Okay.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Yep, that's fair. Ooh, we can level up again. Let's see. I'm gonna keep the consistency. Yeah. Aw. He leveled up too. That's cute. He is our baby and deserves love.
We can speak more after the meeting with the king.
If the king wants to see you and Duncan, you probably shouldn't keep him waiting.
No, we shouldn't. You.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Well, let me
Alright, I want to get to the studded helmet. Although... yeah, we're definitely going with the studded helmet. Ooh, we got some new stuff. Let's see. Well, it's better than our old stuff. We should probably sell a bunch of stuff that we acquired there. Because we definitely got the stuff from our previous person. But, yeah. Anyways. Where are we going again? Sorry, it was over. It was straight ahead. Okay.
Logain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our
What is
arguments
up
with
with
the
their
Orlesians
armor?
are a thing of the past, and you will remember
It's
who is
lighting
king.
weirdly.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the young lord from Highever I met earlier. I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your
Every Grey
Majesty.
Warden is
Seriously,
needed
what the
now.
fuck is
You should
going
be
on with
honored
his
to
armor?
join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'll do my best, Your Majesty.
You rely on these Grey Wardens
Seriously, what
too
the fuck
much.
is going on with their
Truly
armor?
wise.
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Logain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Logain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Seriously, I don't know what's going on
Yes,
with their armor.
Kalen. Glorious moment for us all.
I may need to look at mods to see if I can find any to fix
You heard
glitches like that.
You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Logain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Where is this Tower of Isha
Tower is on
exactly?
the other side of the gorge from the king's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
When do we light the
will
beacon?
Signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Can we join the battle
Stay
afterwards?
with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
Okay, what if the
We
Archdemon
soil our
appears?
drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
How much time do we have?
Battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
Okay.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan.
Yep.
May the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Okay. Righteous strike. Oh, that sounds useful. He already has that though, doesn't he? It's a passive skill. Okay, so these are the ones he can learn. Okay. There we go. Weapon and shield's the one he uses. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have him take Threaten as his talent. Why am I not moving? Oh, it was paused, that's why. Alright. It's going into a cutscene. I predict something bad will happen now. Logain is definitely going to betray us.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
He has a face that screams, I am a villain. Don't trust me. Here come the Darkspawn. Oof. I'm loving the designs they have. Oop. Yeah, don't lose heart, mates. What? Okay, the king's face, something about it there. I saw something. one of those is larger than the others.
Archers!
Flaming arrows, away! Really? I could have launched another shot of arrows because he set the hounds in. Oh!
For Warden!
Okay, I'm gonna need to look up what I can do about these weird blocky textures.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the
Tower, yep. Oof.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you?
What's with that guy's outfit?
Been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Yep.
It's begun.
Okay, I do need to get to bed soon, so we're gonna finish this chapter where we get to the top of the tower. And then sleep. These Hurlocks do look a lot like orcs, and the other ones do look a lot like goblins. I wonder, yeah, the Genlocks. I wonder if that's intentional. Right, let's change around these skills. I haven't actually been inspecting corpses as we've been going along. It's fine. Wonder what we'll find at the top. Or just inside this tower. Ah, this is the trap. Haha. Aha. I should probably explore this tower, make sure I don't miss anything of value. Take him out.
It has begun.
What do we do now?
We need to get to the beacon. The king needs Loghain to charge.
I'm just checking around to make sure I don't miss anything of value. Okay, I am seriously gonna need to consider either lowering the graphics settings or seeing if there's any mods that fix these weird graphical glitches I keep seeing. Aha. You know, I swear if anything bad happens to this dog of ours, I will be pissed.
Maker's breath. What are these darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
You could try telling them they're in the
Right,
wrong
because
place.
clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Kay and Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Yep. Of course we're ambushed. It's gonna turn out that Loghain is one of many people that has completely screwed us over. Take them all out. Hold on before the next battle. I'm gonna let Alistair rest a bit.
As you said.
Come on. Right. I keep thinking we can jump, but we can't. Or if we can, I don't know what the key is to jump.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. king is depending on us.
Yep, I'm aware. To the best of my knowledge, at a certain point, this game does become more open world. And is less straightforward. I hope that's true. I should go deal with this guy. Aha. We're almost there. Check the room for anything of value.
Shall be done.
Take note of the fact that the architecture in the decorations in here scream, this is not.
Very well.
This really doesn't feel like it's a military place. The way everything is laid out.
As you say.
It really does feel as if this was a darkspawn nest to begin with. I mean, if we've been betrayed by yet another person. Then makes perfect sense. Attention. Did somebody?
As you say.
I didn't level up, but our doggo did. Didn't get anything out of it though, except for experience. Okay, he needs more stuff. Although yeah.
I shall do it.
Okay, moving onwards. Oh, we're meant to go that way because the stairs up are right here. Top floor, finally. We're there. Whoa, something's happening. I take it that's an archdemon. Nope, just called an ogre. Nice. Ooh! We got the finishing blow on it too. Nice.
Beacon's over here. You surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Yep.
Sound the retreat.
What about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Yep, Loghain is betraying his king. As I expected. So look at that face.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
That is the face of a traitor. I was hoping he wouldn't be a stereotypical traitorous, slimy bastard, but here we are. King dies now. Oof. Literally crushed. I don't think Duncan's gonna survive much longer either. Or maybe he will. He's literally stabbing him as he climbs him. That's brilliant. Oh. He's badly wounded. The king is definitely dead. Whoop, and there goes Duncan. Oof. And we're nearly dead too. Why not? Well, Morgan came to our rescue at least.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
You're the girl from the
I am
wilds.
Morgan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember
What's up with
Mother's
those
rescue?
things on my back? Those wounds, or I remember being overwhelmed by the
Mother managed
darkspawn.
to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those
God
he
damn it.
abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Up to the
All
Grey
dead.
Wardens and the King.
Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
My injury
Yes,
severe.
but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
Alistair, is he alright?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Does your
I
mother
do
want to
not
see
know.
me?
She rarely tells me her plans.
You have some
I do
questions
not
if you don't mind.
Take your time.
Are we safe here?
We
or
are
the
safe
Darkspawn?
for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother
I
save us?
wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
I happen to be nobility,
I
you know.
stand corrected.
She managed to
She
rescue us
turned
exactly.
into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors
Only
beside us?
stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why it's here in Logan
Do not
Abandoned
know
King?
who this Logain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
I think I've asked
I
enough
agree.
questions.
'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Is my dog okay?
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid,
Mhm.
and 'twould be best to get an early start.
Thank you for helping
I-
Morgan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no here. I will stay and...
Shall be done.
Huh. Key required. Hmm. Okay. Well, we can level up at least. Anyways, I'm just gonna check my gear. See if there's anything I've obtained that's better than what I have equipped. Oh, yeah, actually. Hmm. Huh. Okay. Well. Hello, Alistair.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You. dead for sure.
I'm fine. I appreciate your concern.
If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
What is her
Do
name?
not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name.
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
True, it has. Why did you save us?
We cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
The land is hardly united thanks
That
to
doesn't make
Logain.
any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What
It
is this
said that
Archdemon
long
exactly?
ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface.
Okay.
An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Alistair's a real
All
Grey
Grey
Warden, you're not me.
Wardens in Ferelden are gone. Except for us. I've lost everyone. The Lover, the Maker, don't back out on me now.
I'm not planning to. My brother's out there,
Somewhere
I need
in
to
the
find
wild.
him.
Now that would be quite the feat.
And what about everyone else? We can't let all their deaths be in vain.
Ah, to have lost so much. It would be difficult not to cling to hope, however faint. You two have much in common.
I can't do this on my own. We have to do something.
Agreed. Let's fight this Blight
I
Flemeth.
am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Logain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Logain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
Think the owl will believe us over the
suppose.
Tarn?
Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Keep in mind Logan was
The Jarl
also an
would
armed
never
man.
do what Tairn Logain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
True. Me, the rest of the
I
Grey
don't know
Wardens.
how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
Yep.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't
So
that
you
what Grey
are
Wardens
set
do?
then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I suppose you can
Now
offer
that
us
you
any more
mention
help.
it, I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame.
What? You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Oh. Thank you, but if Morgan doesn't wish to join
Her
us...
magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Wow. Was this your idea all
Pardon me,
along?
but I had the impression that you two needed assistance. Whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but weren't they serious with our problems?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
True.
You do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man. Perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready.
Oh.
Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need
Okay.
you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
Understand.
And
Okay.
you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this
Wow.
world. I do this because you must succeed.
Okay, fair enough. She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Oh good, the dog's fine.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I think we should just get
Farewell,
away.
Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Yay!
As you say.
Key required.
The time has come to leave the wilds. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I agree. Flemeth's hut. The party camp. We're heading to this place, Lothering. Okay.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and
Oh
quickly.
god, there's so many duplicants in that audience.
There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good.
Uh-huh.
But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most... fortuitous.
Ooh.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Oof.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Oof. Well. Huh.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others. You know, maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
Oh. Dear friends, we're not refugees.
No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Forget it.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
He's a Grey Warden. Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really
Wait,
good?
seriously? He's saying we're traitors.
You have a point. Well, let's forget about it, Toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
Persuade you know the Grey Wardens can use a donation.
He's really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
An excellent no. Not enough, I'm afraid.
Just when we had things settled.
More enemies ahead.
Yeah, no.
Very well. All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
Get by. You're a criminal.
I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Hand over everything you
Yes,
said.
yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
You'll follow my lead. I
Well,
could use
you're joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
turn you into the
There
floor.
aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
And start running and they'll
Bless
come
you.
back.
The Darkspawn can have this place.
It shall be done.
Well, we'll go and sell a bunch of stuff. Okay.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Wow.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
You have been very
Yes,
quiet,
I know.
Alistair.
I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long then.
Oh, I get it.
She's great.
This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
Oof.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
I need to look
He
at
was
Fergus.
out
He might
scouting
still
in
be
the
alive.
wilds, wasn't he? That's what the king said.
Then attempting to look for him there would be foolish. He is either dead or he managed to flee to the north.
Very sensitive.
I am simply saying that it is foolish to mount a rescue when you have no notion where this man is and the wilds are overrun with darkspawn. You will either find him somewhere outside the wilds with other survivors, or not at all.
You have some thoughts on that
This
point,
should be
Alistair?
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
No, not yet.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Do we need to find
I
these
can give
people?
you directions if you like. He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Okay.
If
Dalish
we
Elves?
head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
Dwarves?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy. That will be at their tower on Lake Carlenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is. If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Okay.
Then you have a plan.
Is there a way to
Short of
contact the
leaving
Grey
Ferelden
Ones?
to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Okay. Why are you leaving it up
Well,
to
I
me?
don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Okay. What do you think we should do,
Go after
Morgan?
your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion,
God
and
damn, I need to get
If your
some
wish
sort
is
of
to come up
mod
with
for
reasons
this.
why something cannot
It's
be done,
really
we'll
bugging me
stand
that
him
this
until the
keeps
Darkspawn are
happening.
upon us.
I'm ready to go.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
And there's an autosave. Before we continue, let's take a look at our gear for everyone. Okay, shield. The shield he's currently using is better in every way from anything that he has. As for weapons, these are two-handed weapons. None of them are better. He could do with a helmet though. What about his armor? The heavy chainmail would be better for him. In terms of the armor, I don't know how the fatigue will affect him. You know what, I'm gonna leave him in the splint mail actually. Okay, so current is magic staff. Did get that dark spawn staff ages ago. Unfortunately, it is worse in every way from her current staff. As for armor, she doesn't currently have anything, really. So, with that in mind, her current robes are better for her, but this gives her a bit of extra defense. And that's always a good thing to have. Alright. Well, I think this is a good place to quit for today. Not only is it late for me, but it just feels like a good story point. We basically finished the first act, or the prologue, and I look forward to getting to continue on with the next part of the story. But that'll have to wait until next time. For now, as always, I've been Sparks, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Bye!